only ever known. Y'all the main ones I'm watching on my throne. Created everything, but I called you my own. That land I gave you, put my name on it, my home. Yeah, that's my home. Israel, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. I made a promise, can't nobody take it. I chose to put you above all the nations. Out of your graves, I chose to awaken. We made a covenant, don't you forsake it. Come get protected while they going crazy. Israel, my firstborn, my baby. Israel, my firstborn, my baby. I woke you up in your land of captivity. I do not change, I want you to remember me. Laws and commandments, I gave you the remedy. Go read the testimonies for your memory. I sent them prophets, but you wasn't hearing me. I come to you if you really come near to me. I heard your cry.
If we don't, we'll lose ourselves in this thing. And then, yes, we're going to include everybody. Mm. The purpose is to lie to you so badly, to get you so bamboozled, confused, right? So dumbed down that when you look at the script, you don't see yourself. You can't see yourself in this. All you see is everybody, right? That's it. There is no us. It's we. It's they, them. There's no us, no singularity in it. They want you to do that so that way you miss out on your true blessing, right? On your true blessing. So when we go out in these highways and these byways, when we hit these street corners, that's why identity is important. Show them who they are in this script. Give them a meaning of self first. So that way when they see it, their eyes aren't going to get this big. But guess what? These little slits, you can see quite big. Right? Now all of a sudden you start to see something in this word. Go ahead and finish reading.
Come, the book of Isaiah, chapter 41 and verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee.
I am what?
I am with thee.
So they say everybody, but this is specific. I am with thee. Read.
Be not dismayed, for I am thy God.
I am what?
I am thy God.
Thy God.
Come.
Emphasis on certain, it gives it an extra oomph to the man or to the woman, right? You point this out because it doesn't say everybody. Thy God. How does it say they God? Their God. It says thy God. Read.
I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness.
This is so choicey, chosen. This is pointing out to a singularity, not everybody, not multiplicity. But this is just an Old Testament. That's Old Testament. What's that got to do with anything? Last week, I said, give me a New Testament script. Who remember that? Right? Who remember that? Who got it down in their notes? So that way we can show them there's more in the Old Testament that we could have went to. But since we're all New Testament, right? There's more in the New Testament. Who remembers that? Sister Dolores.
Chosen generation in 1 Peter 2:9.
Come.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. It reads thus. But ye are a chosen generation.
There's a word. So when you look at the variations of the word, you have chose, you have choose, and then there's chosen. So the English language, certain words, depending on how you put it in the context of the sentence, but you choose, you chose and is chosen. You actually find them in the script. It doesn't still mean everybody, though. This is a chosen generation. What's a generation? Anybody? What's a generation? Give me a one up on the generation. What's a generation? Can everybody be a generation? Let me put it that way. Can everybody? So if I'm just using this room, you have a generation. Does that include him and mine?
No.
What's a generation then?
My son on.
Con. So that's your seed, is it not? So that's what a generation is. So if my sisters over here have generations, and my brothers have generations, how can we all say that we are all? That's a separatism, right? Start that from the top again, sir.
1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9.
Uh-huh.
But ye are a chosen generation.
That's right. Chosen bloodline. That's not everybody. It's a generation from one on to the next. There's no change in the course. It's been one son after another down this generational bloodline. Read.
A royal priesthood, a holy nation.
Come on, read.
A peculiar people.
See how all of this is descriptive? And it's still a chosen generation? Finish that out, sir.
Come, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into marvelous light.
Come. There's not everybody in this verse. It's still telling you one thing. Chosen. Give me another New Testament. I'm sitting on one. See if y'all have it in the notes, because we did do it. What you got, sister?
Matthew 12:18.
There you go. Matthew 12, verse 18.
Come. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 12 and verse 18. It reads thus. Behold, my servant.
My who?
My servant.
Wait a minute. We read that before. My servant. We read that before. We started with that as part of our identity. That was Old Testament. Now, here it is, New Testament. Behold my servant. Read.
Whom I have chosen.
We read that before. Multiple times in the Old Testament, just between three scripts. Came into the New Testament and read that out of 1 Peter. Now we're reading it again in Matthew. Behold my servant whom I have chosen. Read.
My beloved.
My who?
My beloved.
Now when we were at camp, we answered the question of who is his beloved. Right? Let's give an identity to who his beloved. Let's go to Baruch. Shall we? By the way, anybody know who Baruch is? Who is Baruch?
Prince of Peace.
Sergeant, wait till the mic get to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Baruch was the writer for Jeremiah.
Correct. Khan, the scribe for Jeremiah. It's also in the book of Jeremiah. It tells you who Baruch is, right? But the question is, what we got off of Matthew 12, verse 18. It says, behold my servant, whom I have chosen, my beloved.
Come.
Right? We're going to answer who is my beloved. Baruch 3, verse 36, sir. Bring that out.
The book of Baruch on page 105, chapter 3 and verse 36. Baruch chapter 3, verse 36. He have found out all the ways of knowledge, and have given it unto Jacob his servant.
Unto who?
Unto Jacob his servant.
Now we read that. No, slack, y'all. Let me slow down. All right. Baruch is an Old Testament script. Okay? We're going to give identity to who Baruch is. First, Baruch is a scribe of Jeremiah. It's an Old Testament script. Baruch has his own book. Right? Baruch gave creditation to Isaiah by saying Jacob, his servant, which we read in Isaiah itself, because it called Israel. And it also named Jacob, said, my chosen, my servant. That's alignment of scriptures, right? This is precepts upon precepts, lines upon lines, here a little and there a little. It gives you identity, right? There's no falseness in this. Sure, you can say it's cherry picking. You're cherry picking the scriptures. But if we cherry picking, why does it align so good? Why does it make sense? If we're cherry picking, shouldn't it be a lie upon a lie? Am I lying about my brothers and my sisters' identity by using these words that are scripturally based? Is that what's going on when we go out there? No. Read, sir, read.
Come, Baruch chapter 3 and verse 36. He have found out all the way of knowledge, and have given it unto Jacob his servant, and to Israel his beloved.
His who?
His beloved.
Israel his beloved. So who's his beloved again? Didn't it just say Israel?
That's right.
So that means in Matthew, my beloved in verse 18 is who? Israel. Right? We're going here a little, there a little. Proving script. Giving that identity. While doing that identity, we already exhorted the brother and the sister. Right? We're just proving it the more because that right hand is going to uphold thee. That's what Isaiah said in verse 10, 41:10. It's a part of your identical based background, your generational background, not from starting from you going backwards. It doesn't deal with everybody. It starts with you going backwards, and then him, and then her, etc. Cap, what you got?
I just want to make reference to Baruch. I know Sergeant had brought him about saying he was a scribe who wrote for Jeremiah, but I also want to keep it in the Bible, so for those who have never seen it can also show it, give it its credibility in the book of Jeremiah chapter 36. Jeremiah chapter 36. And I'll just read the first 4 verses just to keep it contextual as well. Officer, grace and peace to you as well.
Grace and peace, sir. Grace and peace.
This is Jeremiah 36, verse 1. It reads thus. And it came to pass, in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah.
King of Judah. We're getting a timeline here. Right? The year of, and this is talking about Southern Kingdom. Read.
That this word came unto Jeremiah from Yahweh, saying,
read.
Take thee a roll of a book, and write therein all the words that I have spoken unto thee against Israel.
Against who?
Against Israel.
So there's no everybody. Still keeping with the identity. Read.
And against Judah.
Still keeping with the identity.
And against all the nations from the day I spake unto thee, from the days of Josiah, even unto this day.
So all those other nations, is that everybody? What happened? Now, if we were reading this, of course, we'll go into it. Right? We would prove that who is those other nations. Right now, we're giving identity to who Baruch is. So we're going to stay on the subject matter. Read.
Verse 3. It may be that the house of Judah will hear all the evil which I propose to do unto them, that they may return every man from his evil way, that I may forgive their iniquity and their sin.
So actually, we already just answered that question. That was verse 3.
That's right.
It told you who the identity of those nations were. But, the world wouldn't see it that way. Oh, you're taking it out of context. How? We read it. That's word for word.
That's right.
Read.
Verse 4. Then Jeremiah called Baruch.
Who did Jeremiah call?
Baruch.
So,
God,
go ahead.
Then Jeremiah called Baruch, the son of Neriah. And Baruch wrote from the mouth of Jeremiah all the words of Yahweh, which he had spoken unto him upon a roll of a book.
Which is what he did as part of the commandment to Jeremiah. Right? Your identity is given in this. We find out who was the other nations, because that was in verse 3, from verse 2. And then we establish who Baruch is. Right? The reason why we went to Baruch to say, Israel, Jacob, my beloved. Right? My beloved. That's not everybody. I'm sorry to say that. Scripture proves it. It says otherwise. Go back to that Baruch.
Yes, sir. The book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 36, page 105. He hath found out all the way of knowledge, and have given it unto Jacob his servant.
Unto who?
Jacob his servant.
Read.
And to Israel his beloved.
Israel his beloved. Jacob his servant, who is also Israel. That's right. His beloved. Remember, Jacob's name later changed. Right? Sometimes we have to remind them. Sometimes they actually know the story. You'll be surprised how many people remember the stories, but you know what? We're all New Testament script. No. He says, I love everybody. I still have yet to see that. I'm waiting for somebody to say, this is what it says in this script, book, chapter, verse. One of these days they're going to say it. I'm going to be so happy. I'm going to sit there and smile. I said, bring it out, sir. I'm going to let you read it to us. I will stand there and wait. Go ahead. I want to see it. One of these days they'll do it. One of these days I'll do it. Actually, God, you sitting on that Jacob bench.
God,
bring it out.
The book of Genesis, chapter 32 and verse 27. It reads thus. And he said unto him, what is thy name?
What is what?
What is thy name? And he said, Jacob.
Yeah, wait. His name is Jacob. Right? Read.
Verse 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob.
Read.
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
Now from Jacob to Israel. Read.
For as a prince hast thou power with Yahweh and with men, and hast prevailed.
Come. That's right. So sometimes we remind them of that. Especially those of us that can identify. It's a part of helping them to identify.
Come.
Right? It doesn't matter if it's Northern Kingdom or Southern Kingdom. Most of the time, Northern Kingdom don't even know this. They just go to Sunday, go worship church, and fully accept the lie. They don't do nothing outside of that.
That's right.
They give him praise, but in that praise, is that going to the Father or to the lie?
Come.
Right? We know that who the lie is. They call him the devil. Scripturally, they call him the devil. Brother Yatham.
Grace and peace.
Grace and peace, sir.
I have to also ask, which God?
Because
you're Babylon.
God.
Everybody's God, culture, taboo.
That's right.
It's one country.
It's the melting pot. Right? The melting pot. They accept everybody. Hence the reason why Christianity accepts everybody. Right? It's all in this nation. We are here to tell you the truth. We are here to give you nothing but the truth, so help the truth. And if you don't like the truth, we can't do nothing about that. Right? If it hurts, I'm sorry. I can tell you that. But I'm only giving you what we were commanded to do, which is the truth. He told us the truth will make us free.
That's right.
Right? I'm trying to free your mind. Wait a minute. Yeah. I ain't going to check. That'll change the subject. I'm gonna leave that alone. But we're trying to free your mind. Open up your heart, right? Open up your mind.
That's right.
To envelope the truth,
Con.
right? The truth being these words, being this law, being who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, whom we call Yahawashai. We want you to know this truth,
Con.
right? So this is basically what we went over last week,
Come.
right? This is your recap. This is what we did. Let's go further. Let's go back to Ecclesiastes. Let's start there. Ecclesiastes 12:13.
Come. We're done with Matthew 12:18.
Karen, you can drop that.
Come. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. It reads thus: Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Karen. So with that being said, a lot of people that I've run into, when they give you their earthbound purpose, is that a truth? The scripture just said the bottom line. It gave us a purpose. Is that earthbound? That's a question, by the way.
Mm.
What is this saying to us? What should we be saying to those brothers and sisters outside of this? There's going to come a time when this is going to stop.
Come.
So we do it while we can. We show them this purpose. This is the whole duty of man. We already answered the question of which men. Because it's not everybody, right? This was not given to everybody. So I don't have to go back over and answer that question. If you didn't follow along, you might have missed it. Go back to the beginning. Well, no, I can't even. No, we was online. You can go back to the beginning and you can catch up. I'll just say it like that. Because we answer who the men are. There's your identity already been established. All right? So we'll start there. You have a purpose. To fear Yahweh, to fear the Most High, and to keep his commandments. All right? Now the second thing, I mentioned there's going to be a time when we won't be able to do this. All right? I know you're going to the one in Apocrypha. Let me get St. John,
Come.
chapter 9 and 4.
The book of John, chapter 9 and verse 4. It reads thus: I must work the works of him that sent me.
I do what?
I must work the works of him that sent me
Con.
while it is day.
While it's what?
While it is day.
Con.
The night cometh when no man can work.
The what coming?
When no man can work.
The night coming when no man can work. Is this a commandment, by the way? It says, read it again from the top, sir.
The book of John, chapter 9 and verse 4. I must work the works of him that sent me.
That right there.
Come.
Is that a commandment?
Con.
I must work the works of him that sent me. So when we out here in these streets, we gave them Ecclesiastes, fear Yahweh, and keep his commandments. Why are we doing this? Because I must work, we must work the works of those that sent me. Of him that sent me.
Come.
That's of him that sent us. Because it ain't just me that's out there, it's us brothers, right? We must work those works. Brother Yehuda,
Grace and peace, officer.
grace and peace, sir.
Precept John 4:34.
Hold on that. We coming. We coming. But this is part of what we tell ourselves, the others. When I say ourselves, my other brothers, also for my sisters. This is what you tell them, right? When you meet those that have no identity, and there's so many of us. There are so many of us. We work those works. We go out there and we exhort and we work. We sweat. Regardless of the temperature, we're out here to lift, right? To push, to struggle, right? We certainly fight because no one takes this word for face value. We work very hard. There's no easiness in this. All right, and it wouldn't matter which location we go to. The location we currently at, still work. People still stop. They ask us some questions. Some of them just stop to take a look at our posters. But we work that work. Let me get St. John, chapter 1, verse 9.
Come. The book of John, chapter 1 and verse 9. It reads thus. That was the true light.
The what light?
That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world.
That do what?
That cometh into the world.
Now we're going to have a problem with this verse. And the identity, in this identity, we're going to have a problem with this verse. Because it says, the true light,
Come.
which lighteth every man. To them, that's everybody.
Okay.
Right? That cometh into the world. Now we already know what world, right? Oh yeah, John 3:16. We're gonna have problems with this verse, right? But we know what we could do in this verse. For one, we found the answer to be loved, right? So we go to John 3:16. Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's the book of John, chapter 3 and verse 16. It reads thus. For Yahweh so loved the world.
Wait, I love the world. That's one. Read.
Come. That he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish,
but have everlasting life. Love. Right? The world. We already established who the love is for. Right? And the identity, what we need to do is to establish who the world is. Right? Remember, when they come to us, they need to know this. The world means everybody. That's what they're thinking. So give me a precept for the world. Brother Yah?
2nd Esdras 6 and 9.
Second Esdras, you said?
6 and 8, I believe. 6 and 8.
It's the book of 2nd Esdras on page 20, chapter 6 and verse 8. 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac.
From who?
From Abraham unto Isaac.
Read.
When Jacob and Esau were born of him. When Jacob and Esau were born of him. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Read.
For Esau is the end of the world.
Now is that this world? Those worlds? Which world is this? What does this world here mean, though? Is it the same as the world in John 3:16? Brother.
It has to mean Esau's world system and structure.
System. Yeah, I'll go with that word. His system. I can go with that word. But is that the same world as John 3:16? Correct. That's right. What is this world? Brother Hezekiah?
Grace and peace, officer.
Grace and peace, sir.
This is John chapter 8 and verse 23.
St. John 8:23.
The book of John, chapter 8 and verse 23, it reads thus, And he said unto them, Ye are from beneath, I am from above. Ye are of this world, I am not of this world.
And now, will they understand that, or will we have to go further to explain that? We'll have to go further to explain that. We want to keep it nice and simple for these brothers and these sisters. All right? When we're out, think of it as when we're out there in the streets. We want something nice and simple, not scholarly. This is a good answer, but that'll be too much for them. We would literally have to go and dumb it down a lot, right? Like I said, we already used the love, right? That's the love of the Most High. That's one, right? But we need the word.
John 18:20.
St. John 18:20.
The book of John, chapter 18 and verse 20, it reads thus, Yahushua answered him, I spake openly to the world.
I did what?
I spake openly to the world.
Read.
I ever taught in the synagogue and in the temple, whether the Jews always resort.
Whether the who?
Whether the Jews always resort.
Read.
And in secret have I said nothing.
So that answers that question. That also gives you a meaning as to a synagogue or in a temple. Because in modern day and age, you hear them say, oh, they in the synagogue. What is a synagogue? It's a temple. What is a temple? It's a church. What is a church? Church is a congregation. So you can literally pass down the meanings of each of these words. Right? It all means the same thing. All we did was go from that point in time to modern day time, and we changed out the word of it. That's it. We gave identity to it. Not the one I would use personally, but it's a good one because it says the Jews. So that gives credence to the world.
Come.
Give me a second.
Grace and peace, perhaps, teacher.
Grace and peace, sir.
So would that be Hebrews 1 and 2?
Come.
That would be the worlds with the S, so that's
Come. No multiple worlds. Yes, sir. Come. First, we found out one world is. This is the world of the Jews. All right? The beginning, and I'm just recapping so y'all know that it's not just Southern Kingdom. We established both Northern and Southern Kingdom at the beginning of the teaching. Right? So in this world, we're talking about the Jews. Of course, not everybody is the Jews. Right? This will explain a little bit more about the world, though. Read.
1 second address again.
Hebrews.
So like, yeah. The book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report.
Read.
Through faith we understand that the world.
That the what?
That the world.
With an S. Plural. With an S. Plural. That the worlds.
Were framed by the word of Yahweh.
Read.
So that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear.
The world. That's one. Let me give Hebrews 1 and 2.
The book of Hebrews chapter 1 and verse 2. Have in these last days spoken unto us by his Son.
By who?
By his
So
Son,
we know who the Son is. Read.
whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the world.
The world.
Come.
Right? So we know there are multiple worlds. Today's times we would say sports world, animal world, even though they say kingdom, same thing, world. Right? We have forestry, that's a world. Right? All of this variations of worlds gives you meaning to what this is. It's a part of your identity.
That's right.
All right? Let's go back to St. John.
Yes, sir.
1 and 9.
The book of St. John, chapter 1 and verse 9. It reads thus. That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world.
So now we have the identity of the world. The one that we read in 2nd Esdras, that was world, all right, but that was an age.
Come.
It's an age. We'll go further into that, but that will take us off. We're going to stay put still. So back to St. John 1 and 9. That was the true light. What we just spoke on. That's the truth. That's the true light. Are you following me with that? There was no lie in that. This is the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. Every man of Israel, whether it be northern or southern kingdom. The true light. No, let's go to I'm about to say Sirach. Ecclesiastes 8:1. I say Sirach. I got Sirach on the brain.
All praises.
Right?
8 and 1.
All right.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 1. Who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine.
What does his wisdom do?
Maketh his face to shine.
This is a true light.
And the boldness of his face shall be changed.
And the boldness of his face shall be changed. So this work that we do, when we go out there in the highways and byways, we boldly stand before these brothers and sisters. And we boldly shine our light upon them.
That's right.
We speak this truth. There is no hesitation in our step, in our speech.
That's right.
Right? We give this to you because we were commanded. Remember, we already talked about that. We were given that commandment to go out on these highways and byways and speak this truth. Now we just said boldly. And our light is going to shine. And every time I say that, this little light of mine, these Hebrew spirituals, these Negro spirituals. Yes, Hebrew. Right? Now we really get a meaning as to where these songs come from.
That's right.
This little light of mine. Come on now. That's a given. When we boldly go out there, we step boldly out there for this truth. Man, I just, it gives you something that you look forward to every week. Right? Not just coming here to learn from our shepherd, right? But to go out there as commanded that we got from the book itself.
That's right.
To speak to my brothers and my sisters in boldness. That just, man, if that don't do something for you, I don't know what will. I feel sorry for the brothers and sisters that haven't found themselves a body to want to be able to be bold in that truth first, to establish themselves as who they are. You need this truth. You should hunger in your identity for this truth.
Con.
I don't understand. Well, I mean, I do, but it really hurts to see that these folks just keep on walking, and instead of standing and looking, when they look at the postings, you know, what we have down, and be like, ask this question, ask that question. You know, Brother Yehuda.
Ecclesiastes 7:13.
Okay. Come. Let's bring that up.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 13. Consider the work of Yahweh.
Do what?
Consider the work of Yahweh.
Read.
For who can make that straight which he hath made crooked?
That's a part of the identity. How did you get there in the first place? You were made crooked. How did we end up being crooked? We didn't obey. Right? He said all you had to do was hearken unto me. Now I gotta go bring that out. Let's get it. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Let's get it. All you had to do was obey. It's a part of our identity. So we got to get it.
28:15.
Let's start with verse 1.
Come. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. It reads thus. And it shall come to pass.
What's going to happen?
And it shall come to pass.
That means it has to happen.
If thou shalt hearken diligently.
If we do what?
Hearken diligently.
Is that what I just said?
Come.
I actually spit words from the Bible. Read.
Unto the voice of Yahweh thy God.
Who's God?
Unto Yahweh thy God.
There's that word again. Thy God.
Right.
Not everybody's God. Read, sir.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
Some of his commandments.
All his commandments.
Read.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God.
Who's God?
The Lord thy God.
Not once but twice. That's a covenant. Read.
Will set thee on high.
Do what?
Will set thee on high.
Read.
Above all nations of the earth.
So all we had to do was listen.
That's right.
Con.
And he would put us above everybody. Now there's your everybody, because it said all nations. I give you that. I'll give you that.
Right.
But it doesn't say everybody is equal.
Come.
That's not what that said. It said, if you had listened to me, I would have put you over everybody, all nations. That's if you had listened. But verse 15 says,
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
That means it's gotta happen.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you don't listen to thy God, read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
Some of his commandments.
All his commandments.
So repeat of the first, but now it's telling you this is what's going to happen when you don't listen. Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day.
What's going to happen?
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now here's the part with this really gets me. It says, all these curses shall come upon thee. Thee, though, come upon thee. Not everybody.
That's right.
There is no everybody here.
That's right.
There's no there's only singularity. There is not all of this. Brother Yehuda?
Grace and peace.
Grace and peace.
And, I find it funny. I had a young lady to tell me that, y'all need to stop reading those because y'all are speaking curses over yourself. I say, there's nothing you can do about that. You're already under it.
We come. Speaking curses on, bruh. Ain't that some mess, Brother Yatham?
And something I can compare this to is Luke chapter 19, 41 through 44. But it really bring Deuteronomy curses in the focus.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 19, verse 41. It reads thus. And when he was come near, he beheld the city, and wept over it, saying, If thou hadst known, even thou, at least in this thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace, but now they are hid from thine eye.
They are what?
They are hid from thine eye.
Read.
For the days shall come upon thee.
Upon who?
Upon thee.
Read.
That thine enemies
Whose
shall...
enemies?
Thine enemies.
So singular. Hold on. Does everybody in this world have enemies? Right? They make themselves their own enemies. But when it's talking about thee, it's thine enemies. That's not everybody. Read, sir. Read, sir.
For the day shall come upon thee, that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee, and compass thee round, and keep thee in on every side.
Read.
And shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children and thy children within thee,
God.
And they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation.
Bruh. Bruh. That right there is a canon.
That's what we got right now.
You know what I'm saying? Con, sir. That right there is a canon. If someone cannot understand that, bruh, my sister, my brother, maybe it's not your time as of yet. I'm not going to say it's not even your time. I can't tell you what the Most High is doing. I know him not that way. I can't phantom his thinking. Not even going to know. But I understand if we pull that out and you walked on, maybe we'll catch you another time. Boy, that's a cannon right there. Hezekiah? Grace and peace, sir.
This is going back to that Ecclesiastes 7:13. I have a precept for that. Isaiah 40:4. Concerning the crooked ways.
Con.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 40 and verse 4. It reads, Every valley shall be exalted, and every mountain and hill shall be made low. And the crooked.
And the what?
And the crooked.
Read.
Shall be made straight.
Shall be done what?
Shall be made straight.
Read.
And the rough places plain.
Oh yeah.
And glory of Yahweh shall be revealed.
The what?
Shall be revealed.
His glory will be revealed. Read.
And all flesh shall see it together, for the mouth of Yahweh have spoken it.
Yes. God, good precept, brother. Good precept. Let me bring us back. Let's go to Proverbs. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 1. Now, Salakia. Proverbs chapter 2. Proverbs chapter 2.
Come.
Because this right here is going to tell us when we're out there and we're talking to these brothers and sisters, how they should react, what they should do, right? That's what this is going to say. Because honestly, we need to run after this. We need to claw, fight, chase.
From the top?
From the top, sir.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 2, from the top. My son.
My who?
My son.
That's not everybody. We already answered that earlier. Read.
If thou wilt receive my word.
If you hearken, let's read.
And hide my commandments with thee.
Hide them. Keep them in your heart. Put them within yourself. Keep his word. Read.
So that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom.
Unto what?
Unto wisdom.
Read.
And apply thine heart to understanding.
Read, sir.
Come. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge.
If we do what?
Criest after knowledge.
Read.
And liftest up thy voice for understanding.
We lift our voices up every time we're at camp, out on our street ministry. We march off in there loudly. Read, sir.
If thou seekest her as silver.
Read.
And searchest her as for hid treasure.
As for what?
hid treasures.
Read.
Then shalt thou understand
What will we do?
Then shalt thou understand
Read.
the fear of Yahweh.
Stop right there. Now, did we not read that in Ecclesiastes?
That's right.
Chapter 12, verse 13. If they don't understand, if they do this,
that's right.
What's in Proverbs, then we will read that from the top of that verse again, sir.
Proverbs chapter 2 and verse 5. Then shalt thou understand the fear of Yahweh.
That's what he said. Fear. Understand what he says as in the fear.
That's right.
Read.
And find the knowledge of God.
Read.
For Yahweh giveth wisdom.
He does what?
Giveth wisdom.
Where?
Out of his mouth.
Read.
Cometh knowledge and understanding.
That's where we get this truth from.
That's right.
That's what we go out here in these highways and byways to do. For my brothers and also for my sisters. We give them this, we said it earlier, the light. Right? This is what we do as part of our commandment to do in giving them the identity. So they can establish themselves in this word. They got to start somewhere. And that somewhere is the beginning with their identity. They have to know who they are.
That's right.
If you don't, you have no form of finding out who you are. You need your name. If you have no name, how can you find out who you are? Oh, I'm a child of God. Which one? There are 18 nations of people. Which one are you?
That's right.
It starts off that, something simple. This is what we do, Brother Yellow.
And another thing I notice is when we are out there, we do have to make a difference between who and what God.
Come!
Because we have to let them know what God they serve on Sunday and who the God of the Bible is.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Come, son. Come. All right, moving on, because I'm running out of time. And I still just got halfway through. Let's go to Psalms. Man, see, when you get into this, boy, you just get to enjoying it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is just the identity part. This is not something deep. This is not something steep. This is something that you can just walk on. Right? There's no hills and bumps and valleys for this, for you not to be able to understand this. It's something clear, something basic. It's called the milk.
That's right.
Right? It's called the milk.
Grace and peace.
Grace and peace, Sister.
I was going to comment on what he just brought out in between the distinguishment between the two gods under their system and ours. Prime example, I was with someone, and when I went to pray over my food, they prayed over their food. But when I saw that, it just brought out in that instance, that spirit that was on them knew that it was not what the spirit was that was on me when I went to pray. And so I thought that was very interesting, because usually when you're with a group of people and it's like, okay, I'm praying for my food, then everybody either join in as one, but this individual went amongst themselves by themselves. If that makes sense. But the other people that was in agreement with the truth, we were all like, okay, cool. But they prayed separately.
Oh yeah, you run into that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Man, I'm not gonna go on because I'll back you up on that because I already know. Psalms 91. Psalms 91. Start at verse 5 and 6. Sir.
Yes, sir. The book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 5. It reads thus: Thou shalt not be afraid.
Thou shalt do what?
thou shalt not be afraid.
Read.
For the terror by night.
For the what?
For the terror by night.
So in this darkness that's coming,
Con.
when the work will no longer be able to be done, this clearly says, don't be afraid.
Right.
Clearly. Right? Read on, sir.
Nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
Con. So in our exhortation, there are a lot of people that they have fear. Right? What do? We tell them what thus saith the Lord. Don't be afraid. In your walk, in your faith walk, he clearly says, don't be afraid.
That's right.
When that dark comes, sit down. They got that meditation where you sit or put your feet up or whatever. Sit, pray. At nighttime, turn the TV off. Turn the lights off. Don't go to sleep. Sit and meditate on this word. Say something in your mind. Say it out loud. In that saying that you do at that time, you won't be afraid because you're too busy trying to figure out, what did I just read? Let's see, I took one script, one verse, and I repeated it over and over, and I'm saying it out loud. You won't have time to even think about fear because you're too busy trying to quote the word that you read in that darkness. Right? Let's go back to Hebrews chapter 3.
Hebrews 3?
Yes, sir. Hebrews 3 and 13.
Con. The book of Hebrews, chapter 3 and verse 13. But exhort one another daily.
Read.
While it is called today.
While is what?
While it is called today.
Read.
Lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin.
Because that's what their duty is to come at you, targeting you, right? To pull you out of your truth, to dim your light, all right? Or to stop you from passing on this truth to my brother or my sister. And the thing about it is, we have one of them come to our camp, stepping maybe about 50 feet away, while we were talking to, oh man, if Brother Yakuza was here, he know. While we were talking to our Issachar brothers, right? And then the moment they walked off, that devil, man, won't stop them.
4 weeks now.
Spoke to them. Now all praises to Abba Yahweh, because they didn't speak any English. So they had no concept of what that devil was saying. But yeah, what he did say can infect them in some kind of way, because they're going to learn English, right? Their ears, one of their gates picked up on that English that he spoke. That devil. After we, Slacky, my brother, taught them in this truth.
That's right.
That devil was real. We pulled out Mark 4:4 so quick. You know, I just, man. Let's move on. Luke chapter 14. Let me speed this up just a little bit, because I'm not going to finish, but it's all right.
Luke 14.
14. Luke 14, 21, sir.
Come. The book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 21. It reads thus. So that servant came and showed his Lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, go out quickly into the streets.
Where?
Go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city and bring in hither the poor.
The who?
The poor.
Read.
And the maimed.
The who?
And the maimed.
Read.
And the halt. And the blind.
Who are these, by the way? Who are these? Because there's a script that'll tell you it's a part of something, which is Old Testament, and it's here also in Luke, New Testament, right? We would call that part of the good news because he said what he was going to do, right? These are people that he went to Those were low at that time. We are low at this time. That's your full circle of life, by the way. All right, nothing new under the sun. We were talking about that earlier. Right? This is just happening again. We are still in our lowest state, lower than we were then, because these here did more abominable things to us in this time. Read on, sir.
Verse 22. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room.
And there's what?
There is room.
Read.
And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highway.
Go where?
Out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
See the second? Is this a commandment?
Come.
Because we were told to go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come into his house so that it may be filled.
That's right.
All we do is toss the seed, drop the seed.
That's right.
He does the watering. This is what we do for our brothers and our sisters. But first it starts in the identity and finding out who you are. Right? And then we bid you in. Right? We bid you to come in. Go to verse 16, sir.
Come. Luke chapter 14, verse 16. It reads thus. Then said he unto him, a certain man made a great supper, and bade many.
Read.
And sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden.
That were what?
That were bidden.
Read.
Come, for all things are now ready.
How many things?
All things are now ready.
Read.
And they all, with one consent,
Noted. With one consent. Read.
began to make excuse.
And they walk on. They walk on. No, bro, I'm good. No, bro, I'm good. They walk on. They made that one consent. I'm good. I'm good. From your lips to your house ears, my brother, my sister. What you got?
So like, Sergeant said on the way here, he said, you know, it's so funny how everybody tells us, I won't say everybody, because you just said some of them say, they say they're coming, but they don't come. But some of them even, they put their words in a way, and they put their compassion in a way to where they want you to believe that they're coming.
Right. Right.
And we never see them.
And never see them.
And we never see them.
They say they are. They get excited. What seed? You know what? Like, see, I'm about to jump, boy. This word is so delicious. Right? When you got something like that, you just automatically jump. And then the word start, you go straight to it. You know what I'm saying? Right. I got more. I got so much more. But this is, like I said, this is what we do. This is what we're commanded to do.
That's right.
In our commandment to do this, we joyfully go out boldly. And we speak to the brothers. We speak to the sisters. We don't worry about those that say, oh, I'm good.
That's right.
All right. Come. Why y'all so loud?
Come.
Why you come over? We louder now.
That's right.
Why didn't you just stay back there or over there? What's the problem? All right. Close your books. Close your books. Let me end that here. But this is what we do. This is what we command. We give them their beginnings, their identity. We do what thus says the Lord simply. Not too over their head. Because that hurts. Then they'll look at you and do the dog look. You know what I'm saying? You see that when somebody don't understand something, it's really funny because your head just, or then you lost them. Right? then you now they're more inclined to walk away. So we keep it basic, we keep it simple, we keep the milk. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions online, sir?
No questions online.
Kind. With that, my brothers and my sisters, if you don't have any questions, any thoughts, any concerns, no questions, just once again, I got a question for you. Actually, let me give you one for the sisters. Just when you run into your sister, your fellow sister out there, what do you say? Whether you approach them or they approach you, what do you say? Do you hesitate? Because I know one thing for sure. I don't hesitate. I had a brother over the weekend telling Shalom. I told him Shalom. He said, I knew you was an Israelite. Oh, it's like he said Hebrew Israelite. Right? And I was like, what gave it away? But he walked on. Sisters, that was our actual question. What would you say? How would you say it? Does a script pop up in your mind? Do we need to go over some more so that way you're more comfortable with a script popping up in your mind so you know what to say, what to point out? Because our brothers have a duty. Y'all sisters also. Outside of teaching the sisters in the congregation, y'all also to reach sisters that are out there, as they say, in the world. Oh, I love that. That's funny. My beloved. Yeah. Any questions? Any thoughts? What would you say? Give me one before we exit. No?
I just usually tell them, you know, today is all about us. That's how I open it up. Especially if it's a Sabbath or feast day. You know, today is all about us. And then that opens up the conversation.
Yeah, that'll blow me. You're going to get everything on that.
And they're like, what do you mean?
Yeah, because it's like, yeah,
I'm like,
that'll balloon.
You do know that you're Israel.
And
then they're like, Israel? And then I'm like, okay. And then I go to, so you know that the current Jews that are Jews, they are not the real ones, but you are the real one. And then they start asking questions and then we go from there.
I like that. Something simple, something milky at that. I like that. Ladies, that should give you an idea. My sisters, give yourself an idea, because once you are approached, you need to be able to quickly know what to say. Don't hesitate. Don't be afraid, because that's where you hesitate. Con? And with that being said, we'll go ahead and close. I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to Abba Yahweh for bringing both my brothers and my sisters out safely tonight. Right? To come and hear the truth of His word, the beginnings, something milky, something soft, light. Right? For those of you that are online that are watching, we want to say Tawadah, Barakatah, Yahweh to you. To all those, whether it be overseas or here in the United States, we want to say thank you, Tawadah, for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe if you would. If you have any questions, type them in online. We will go ahead and answer them precept upon precept, scripturally. We're not going to just say words out of our mouth.
That's right.
All right? It's going to come with the word out of that book. That's what's important. That's what gives you meaning. All right? So please like, share, subscribe. Give us that big thumbs up. Tell your friends about us.
That's right.
Right? If your friends are like, no, not one of them, but they may have a Bible question, present it to us for your friend. All right? That don't want to watch us. Give them the answer after you go scripturally and see if they can answer it back without scripture or something, or if they have any more. Bring it to us. We're here to serve. We found out that today, right? We are the servants, are we not? Right? We're here to serve. We're here to give you answers to your questions scripturally. All right? So with that, we say, Barak Yahweh, Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushua, say, Hallelujah.